If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Let me promote the stream. I made a few mistakes in my life. Like looking to you for sympathy, for instance. Strange. This is a picture of me taken when I was considering a career in medical research. That explains the white rat suit. You can't intimidate me, Garfield, no matter how hard you try. And I'm guessing you aren't trying really hard. Welcome to the show. That was our big finish, dummy. What a nice sunset. Garfield, dinner. No, forget it. I said no, and I meant no. You don't train cats. Cats train you. Will that be all, sire? Remember me? You do look familiar. Danny, what happened to you? What? Garfield, like it? Bagged him in the bathroom. We spiders can grow to be pretty old. Guess how long I'm gonna live. Come on, come on. Is this getting easier, or are spiders just getting stupider? Spare my life and I'll do anything for you. Anything? Anything. Good work, Guido. Here's your fly. Hey, the deal was for 2 flies. What a beautiful morning. Who needs shoes on a day like this? Yes-sirree, Garfield, there's nothing like the feel of fresh, cool grass on your feet. Hey, there are ants on this grass! Ow! Owie! Ow, ow, ow! A garden snake! Yeah! Hot, 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 hot! Gwa! Gum! Shall we have a moment of silence for this man's dignity? Alright, chat. I'm not gonna be talking much today. I'm miserable. It's been a rough day. And honestly, it is simply a tradition. The only reason I'm even streaming today is because of tradition.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our 2 most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues, and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon. Paimon approves, let's go! Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two! Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame. That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor, and I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who? That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her! You're... That was a joke, right?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours. Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
Bro's getting doxxed.
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Apologies if I don't talk much, chat. I'm not really in a talking mood. I don't really want to talk about it. So I'm just gonna be pretty quiet today.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food, but now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific? Ah, I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help. True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Little fucking o.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So, the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as Lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. all I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
We're way behind schedule.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying, The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form. Despite the protests of her family, she longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson? Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So allons-y. To Poisson!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen?
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have. I'm so grateful that Miss Nafia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me, which, of course, I completely understand and accept. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
A reward? I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure! Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it, and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. the little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
How's this? 20 years in the can. I wanted manicotti. I compromised. I ate grilled cheese off the radiator instead. I wanted to fuck a woman. but I compromised. I jacked off in a tissue. You see where I'm going?
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
We're way behind schedule.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
We're way behind schedule.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
No one escapes my sights! Get him! No touching! Go, go, Baron Bunny! Let it rain! Out! Meanie! Bet you can't keep up with me! Get him! No escape!
Baron Bunny really isn't a good lure.
Bravo! Good show!
They used to be
You
believable.
certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Boy. Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry. I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. I truly protected them? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Crazy. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes as long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop safe, I, them important. Please farewell, apologize. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is a absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often and that this is the personal notebook of artistic director Aurelie.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up and placed next to the last blank page. Bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines Aurelie has written, in handwriting much more legible than before, but it seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. You become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You'll be facing suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director Aurelie's final thoughts.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
I feel like my energy is about crash for being lazy after working. I've already crashed. Hello, ChopperFan23. Hello, Regular Skeleton. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director.
Was it good? Nothing, really. Was it good with you?
I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Yeah, it's been a pretty bad day. I also found out shotguns are $300. That's, not related.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Just work problems and just everything kind of crashing. They sent me home an hour early. Because they caught me in the supply closet, returning a text. God, I could go, honestly, I could, fuck it, I'm gonna say it, because saying it's gonna make me feel better. There's this fucking manager, she is, she's a nice person, but I hate her. I fucking hate her, because every time she needs something from someone, she decides, hey, let's look for them, and if we can't find them, right, then that must mean they're not doing anything. How about you call the person up on the intercom that we have specifically to call someone up, instead of saying, oh, I can't find you, so you must not be doing anything. I was doing my job. I go into the back room for 1 second to turn in a text, and I'm accused of not doing anything for 20 minutes. Like, I did alcohol. You didn't see me because I'm all the way in the fucking side of the store behind like 50 shelves, fucking filling that shit up. It's not my fucking fault. If you need me so fucking bad that you're looking for me for 20 minutes, how about you fucking call me on the fucking intercom, you fucking dumbass bitch. I hate you. And then they have the gall. They have the fucking gall to fucking say, and to tell me, oh yeah, you need to fucking sweep and mop the fucking stairs. Like, dude, I am 10 minutes from fucking closing the goddamn store and you're telling me this shit now? How long did you fucking know that shit? The whole fucking day? Why didn't you fucking tell me so I could fucking plan ahead? It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid, and they sent me home a day early, not a day early, a fucking hour early, and I'm gonna probably not get to have my phone at work anymore. Well, because they called me at the worst possible time, and this wouldn't have been a problem if they just fucking intercom called me, and just told me this shit in advance. She's fucking ridiculous. I hate her. Like, it's just, and then another thing that pisses me off, the guy I work with fucking sucks. He does fucking nothing. Apparently he's good. He's fine because he's, they see him. They see him, so he's doing stuff. He doesn't do shit. He makes himself visible, but he doesn't do shit. I never see him do shit. I see him, but he's not doing shit. He's walking around. Like, and I tell him, when I get in and I see the milk is looking like shit, I'm like, hey, can you fill the milk? Because when you get there at 3 p.m., you're supposed to fill the goddamn milk. And so they say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go fill the milk. And I see them walk into the milk cooler, right? But the milk still looks like shit. And by the time they get out, It's like, what did they do? Did they go in there, fucking look at their phone for 5 minutes, and then they fucking walked out? It's not that hard. Do the fucking job. Because then I have to do everything at the end of the day. Like, I have to do milk at the end of my shift, but now I have to do double the amount because you didn't fucking do your part of the bargain. But this guy's fine. This guy doesn't get sent back an hour early. He's perfectly fine because he fucking this bitch sees him. Like, so I'm out there doing my job. I'm not seen because I'm behind 50 shelves and the fucking courtesy counter is all the way the other fucking side of the fucking building. But I sent a text, so I'm evil and I'm not doing my job. I do my fucking job. And so it pisses me off. And so I left respectfully. I didn't cause a scene. I just said, "Oh, okay," and then I punched out. Right? I fucking and then I fucking snapped. I fucking snapped. As soon as I got into the parking lot, I drank the drink all the way that I had in my hand all the way through, and I threw it out into the parking lot when I was done with it, and then I fucking went to my car, slammed my fucking hands against the fucking steering wheel, like over and over again, honking that shit, and then I fucking speed like 90 fucking miles per hour home because I was considering just keeping my fucking foot on the pedal and driving until I hit a wall and died. Like, and then I get home, I fucking snap again, I fucking toss my fucking name tag out of a 2-story window. It's still out there. It's still outside. I don't care to give it back. I hate this job. I fucking hate this job. I hate it. I hate this fucking job. I'm so sick of it. Like, if you can't find me for 20 minutes, you're doing something wrong. We have a fucking intercom for a reason, you dumb bitch. If you fucking called me on the intercom, I would've came. I'm not fucking deaf. I do my job. It's just, Jesus. She's fucking incompetent as a manager. She's fucking incompetent. Whenever they leave her by herself, she's fucking incompetent. And I get it's my fault. I shouldn't be texting at work. I understand. But when I'm paired up with a fucking useless piece of shit, and I'm actively doing my job and just go into the back where no one can see me to fucking return a text every once in a fucking blue moon, then I feel a little upset, not gonna lie. It's not like I'm not getting shit done. I'm doing way more than the other people are, besides this David guy, who is actually on the far end of the spectrum and does too much, but just not good enough, so that I feel like I don't really have anything to do. But he wasn't working that day. So, yeah, honestly, I sat in my bed and I scrolled on Reddit and like all this shit, looking up painless ways to fucking kill myself for 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. I looked up the price of a fucking shotgun. I wanted to die. And it's like the closest I've ever came to it. It's the closest I ever fucking came to it. I decided against it. I had a good cry. But I wanted to die. I still want to die. But not as passionately as I did 2 hours ago. It's been a bad day. And I've been told I have to talk to the boss next time I'm scheduled. And that's in like 3 days. Exactly. The thing is that most of the other managers do use the work time to text. They check their fucking like sports scores and shit while they're walking across the aisle. But the thing is, they don't care. They understand if they call me, I'm gonna come, and if they tell me to do something, it's gonna get done. And so we have a mutual understanding. But this person, see, the problem is she's a school teacher. She's a school teacher, so she's probably a lot more like uncool, like understanding when it comes to like phone use and shit, because she's probably like telling students to get off their fucking phones during class and shit. So when she sees someone doing it in the store, she's probably not willing to let it slide, no matter what. She's probably just on it. She's on it. And that's respectable. Like, I'm not trying to defend my usage of my phone. I'm not. I broke a rule. That's fine. But it's just all the other factors that pisses me off. I'm willing to own up for my responsibility. Exactly. It's not. And it's not like shit isn't getting done. Like, 90% of the fucking time I'm at work, I'm working. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it's not like I'm doing it in front of customers. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Like, fucking cashiers use their fucking phone. But it's just this fucking person. And I know the boss is gonna get pissed. Like, he's already shown that he's annoyed with, like, people using phones. So, she brought it all the way up to the boss. Got me fucking leaving a fucking hour early because of it. And she, of course, makes the other guy stay an hour late because of it. Which isn't legal. It's not legal. The kid's still in high school. He can't work till 9. It's fucking illegal. But anything to show me how fucking awful I am for sending a fucking text. Jesus Christ. Like, fuck me. Ugh. And like, it's just, ugh. They're gonna take my phone away, and I understand that. It sucks, because I also use it for, like, looking at the time whenever, like, I'm doing stuff, because, again, I kind of need to know what time it is so I can start planning my fucking day. Like, I gotta do that. I gotta get done with this by now. I gotta start closing the store. And I can't just walk over to a fucking clock every fucking 5 minutes to check what fucking time it is. Because time flies. Like, even today. No, they have clocks. They're just in inconvenient spots. They're all at the front of the fucking store. Like, anywhere else, there's no fucking clocks. So I have to, so it's just ugh. So yeah, it's just, it's gonna suck. Do I deserve it? Yes. Do I fucking hate it? Yes. Like, all I did was send a fucking text for like 5 fucking seconds. Just because you stumbled into the fucking supply closet and were looking for me. For 20 minutes, you say. It just feels like overkill. It feels like overkill. Like, I did something wrong, but it feels like overkill, and it makes me feel like shit. It's just, it's definitely not what I needed today. That's for fucking sure. I'm already stressed out of my fucking mind. I'm always like one step from just fucking losing my shit. I'm always on that, like, I'm never completely happy. I'm always one bad day from being fucked. I like, Jesus, and I have to wait 3 days to get my fucking hearing from the fucking boss about it? I'm gonna get written up. Oh, I already know that, but Jesus Christ. Making me wait 3 days over something like this, it's like I'm a fucking criminal. Like, you already sent me home an hour. Even sending me home an hour early is a little much for sending a fucking text. It's not like I'm not doing my fucking job. I started sweeping and mopping the goddamn stairs like they told me to. Like, Jesus. It's just overkill. Have me put my fucking phone on the counter for the rest of the day. There was only an hour left anyway. But this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. It's just overkill. And it's just awful. And every other manager wouldn't do this shit, but it's just her. And again, I'm not saying she's a terrible person. She's a nice person. She's just incompetent. She's not a great manager, and she doesn't fucking let shit slide when it's fucking harmless. Like, I'm putting in my fucking weight. Everyone fucking knows it. Except for the people that aren't fucking there, and the people that are, like, behind the fucking counter all day. The people that can't fucking relate to me, or knows how things are. It's just... this person. It just frustrates me. I'm gonna play keep on.
And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
I wish there was more job opportunities out there, you know? I'd be fine working for a salary. You know, the perfect job for me, honestly, is a job that has a direct end point. Like, you go in, you know what you need to get done that day, you get it done, and then you go home. That's the dream job. I'll take anything that's like that. I want a set goal that's achievable, that I reach for the day, and then I get to go home. The faster I get it done, the more efficiently I get it done, it is when it gets done. But also, a lot of the jobs like that require a skill, and I don't really have those skills. But that's what I need. I need something like that that keeps me engaged. What's the fast way to get Primos? Let me teach you. So what you want to do is you want to go to the shop, right? And you want to go to Crystal Top Up. And then you want to spend $100. And then you can combine you can transfer these Genesis crystals to Primogems. That's the fastest way, in my experience. It only takes like maybe 2 minutes tops, and then you get all those Primogems. Man, too for that. Well, another way is if you're willing to put in the grind. Exploration's a really good way. I get most of my primogems I get from exploring around. I recommend using a map, just so you don't leave any potential primogems out. And also, it's just fun. Exploration in this game is very fun. If you just have at it, do your daily commissions every day, explore as much as you can, maybe do some hangout quests, those are good primogems, then you should be fine, I would say. That's a good way to get some primogems without spending money. It is limited, though, because eventually you will run out of, like, land. But if you're just starting out, the sky is the limit, basically. And the further you go in, you'll get more, like, free wishes from, like, different things and stuff. Like, starting at, like, Inazuma, like, which is the second chapter, you'll get, like, some fucking tree that you spend, like, sigils on, and then you get, like, free wishes from that every so often.
Hey, look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
Hey, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, my man.
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
I will give the warning that the story quest is a little bit of a spoiler. When it comes to, like, a major character from like Fontaine, which is pretty late into the game. So if you're worried about stuff like that, this might not be. This might spoil you on some things.
The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
Just a disclaimer. Hey, no problem, anytime.
I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are.
Oh shit, I lost my first 50-50 to fucking Chi-Chi. All the way back when I spent $300 on Ganyu. Have a good night. Oof. Next time for sure. You still the banners are still new. You could still get if through exploration you could get enough to get Arlecchino. If you're lucky. $300. Yeah, I wanted to start the game with Ganyu because I was like playing the game for her. So I waited for a banner, and I just splurged because I had a better job at the time. Well, not a better job, but a more paying job. And so I was like, I was okay with that. And so I got Ganyu. Yeah. I haven't really spent much since then. I've bought like her funny outfit for like $15 and like a few summons here and there when I really want a character. But besides that, I've been... Yeah, I got Ganyu. It took max pity after losing my 50-50, but I definitely got her. And she's a great character. She's on the Chronicled Wish banner right now. I highly recommend her actually, but not just because I'm a ranged playstyle person. She's very good.
In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one.
That's almost half. It's almost half what you need for max pity. That's pretty good.
Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Have a good night.
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage.
I feel better.
This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalet.
You are very welcome.
Big Furina fan here. I might try to hit the 3-hour mark through Genius Invocation TCG. It's been a while since they've played it, and I'm not feeling as miserable now that I've vented a little bit. A lot of emotions going through my head right now.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalet was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Okay. Did they not have a budget for the cutscene? Slideshow.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Is she here yet?
Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et à la fois.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Did anyone see where Miss Furina went? Oh, I want to get her autograph, but I can't find her anywhere.
I thought Cleo's actress sang very well. Why did they swap her out at the end?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance from an amateur troupe. They didn't seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Yeah, their technique could use some polish, but the performance in general felt very believable. Hit all the right emotional notes. I think it'll stay with me for a while.
We're way behind schedule.
What a surprise, seeing Miss Furina on the stage. This ticket was money well spent.
Yeah, I agree. Say what you want about her, but she's flawless when she's on stage.
Next on the agenda...
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all. Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it. It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
We're way behind schedule.
We did it, Reddit. Let's play some Genius Invocation TCG. It's been a long time. And honestly... Actually, let's think about that for a second. Let's turn these in first and foremost, so we don't forget.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
It's been a few months since we played Genius Invocation TCG. Not for lack of wanting to, it's just that there's always been something else I'd rather be doing. But now that we're reaching the point where we're kind of slowing things down because of Natlin not being fully complete, I'm hoping to get some of the more miscellaneous stuff accomplished. We're spending all our story keys. We only need 3 more to get whatever we need. 4 if we want all the ones we need forever. Story key. One of these days, I'm not gonna really have to think about grabbing story keys anymore.
We're way behind
That's
schedule.
something to think about. It's like the end of an era, honestly. It has been a very long time, and we do not have any coins. $10? Okay. Alright, let's invite some characters. Those are all people I've already fought. Let's continue going in the order we set for ourselves. See if any Mondstadt characters need inviting or not. Wait, you can invite Furina. Oh, that's something to look forward to. Didn't they add Rosaria recently? Yeah, there she is. I think she's the only Mondstadt character I haven't gone against in a friendly fracas. God, I wanna... Hopefully... Okay. Bennett. God, right when I was not depressed anymore. I hate this fucking son of a bitch. Oh my god, they didn't voice Rosaria. They didn't give her any vocal lines. She's not even voiced, dude. I guess they hit her with the... Bennett, yeah. You know, that name's almost close to the name of the person who made Frosted Winter. I hate that guy. Begin it. It's like some extra letters in there. So I guess they made this when the voice actor strike started. I know it was a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, but a few months ago. But damn, that sucks. But might as well. Even if we can't hear Rosaria talk. It's a bit disappointing. Oh my god. I just came a little. We need good dice. We need a good roll, please. Holy
As per
shit.
our contract.
Okay. Hey, game? I said good dice. I said good dice. Why? Why do you hate me so much? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? God damn. Oh, I don't know if I want to risk it though. I can only attack once. But I can place this and then maybe get rid of this. And then and there we go. The problem here is Bennett. He's a piece of shit and I hate him. I don't even remember why I hate him so much, but because it's been so long. But I hate him, and I do not look forward to what is to come next. It's something about his ult. I forgot what it does. Does it revive people? Oh no, he's gonna get an elemental reaction on me. No, he's not. He did a normal attack, and I'm gonna get healed for like half of what damage I got. Okay. But he's also in the field, which means the next time I use a thing, it's going to hit him. And that's going to be good. Yeah. I hate this son of a bitch. Thankfully, I have Amos's bow. Stop! God damn! Okay, that's good. Let's get rid of these. I don't really use them. I'm only gonna get one hit in. But I can prep a little bit. If Ganyu lives another turn, I could do some pretty good things here. Oh god, that hurts. I don't know if she's living. It's over. It's so over. Wait, no, switching to Kaya. Oh, okay, but Bennett's still alive. That's a problem. What is that? Is that a card of someone getting beaten to death? Why? Okay, the issue is that I can't use my ult here. Ganyu's gonna die before she... Stop fucking me with the dice, dude! Stop! This is my first time back and you're fucking me. Yeah, I'm not gonna get my ult up. And wait, no, I'm not gonna get my ult. It's impossible. But I can get another hit in at the very least, so I can have someone die here. If I got my ult done, it'd be a done deal, like right here. Alright, Kaya's dead.
I'm not done.
But that's not really the guy I'm worried about here. Wait. Oh no. They ended round first. And I'll take some pyro dice if you really want to. Yeah, that works. Because I don't think Ganyu's surviving this first action here.
You can't run!
Yeah.
My contract goes
But I can use Chevris here. And do that.
Is this my final?
He's gonna and
Get out of here!
oh, he didn't ult. He didn't ult. Kill yourself, Bennett. You piece of shit.
This is just my.
I hate that fucking kid. I hate him. All right. Exit. The strategy doesn't change. I want to have. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. We did it. We beat Rosaria. That's crazy. All right. I guess it's like leeway characters now. Let's fight this guy. I don't remember hating any of these characters. I haven't seen Shang Yun in like 5 years, not gonna lie.
I look forward to seeing your techniques.
Oh god, he's voiced. That's amazing. I just know he has like a lisp. Okay, nothing good. Actually, Paimon's good. The rest is not anything I care about. It's all garbage. Okay, I got the crown. That's something.
As per our contract.
It's not Amos's bow or the snowflake arrow shot, but it's something. Oh, no, but the dice doesn't want to cooperate with me, so. Okay, that's a decent enough roll. And I have enough garbage to give out anyway. Okay, Noelle.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Okay, she has armor now. That's a little annoying, but she only did like 1 damage, so I can't really complain. But I do have to kill them within 6 turns, though. That's kind of where the problem lies. Okay, this is a really good roll. This is really good roll, okay. Okay, Noelle's not gonna take any damage from this, but her friends will, and that's the important thing.
Leave it all to me.
She's just gonna keep using it. She's just gonna keep tanking. I don't want to use that yet. But I will use this just to build up my ult. So I'll be able to start that like next turn. That'll be nice. Okay, she's actually trying to beat me up now. That's not very nice of her. Okay. Okay, what's Razor doing? He's being an asshole, that's what he's doing. Cool. And switching characters again, okay. I got 2 people on cryo effect now, that's nice. Chevris will be able to shoot them in the fucking head soon. But not right now. Right now we're still on Ganyu sweep mode. Wow, that bolt's gonna do fucking nothing. Amazing. Should I? Should I do this now? I feel like Ganya's gonna die regardless. She's not living to the end of the turn. I just gotta do as much as I can right now. Stop eating, dude. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna die here. Yep. Okay.
My contract goes
I must have been lucky.
Hey, kill yourself, kid. You're a piece of shit.
Stop right there!
I just realized they're gonna end turn first. Yeah, that sucks. But Noelle's gonna die, so in the end I don't care too much.
But they still need me.
I think they should be kind of defenseless at this point. I need Pyro. Pyro dice, come on. Okay, bro is maxing right now. Jesus Christ.
Fourth, my blade.
He put everything into that move. And now he's going to die.
You asked for it!
The scourge of evil remains. I mustn't underestimate you.
This can't be the end.
Oh. I forgot that was a challenge. I have to concede. That sucks. I forgot I had to actually not lose 2 characters. It's been a while. I was close. Oh, that was close to where I needed to be, but no cigar. Okay, that's a good starting hand.
What are my orders?
So Noelle's kind of the big problem here. She can't do much by herself, but she is very annoying and basically exists just to prolong the inevitable.
Swift and merciful.
Okay. I expected a switch to Noelle out there. No, he's putting it all on Chongyun right now. And I think he's gonna end his turn right now. Yeah, he used all of his points on... He's putting everything on this guy, and he's going to die first thing next round. He's basically hopeless.
After all, not to worry.
Razor's probably gonna do something really annoying here. He's probably going to kill Ganyu here, I'm gonna be honest. Either that or they're really building him up. No, he didn't kill Ganyu here. We're gonna be okay. I'm wondering if it would have been smarter. It would have been smarter to not do anything this round. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I wasted a Paimon. That sucks, but we're gonna live. We're gonna live with our mistake, and we're gonna move on. Because we can kill Razor right here, and that just leaves Noelle to just feebly defend herself. I don't need two of these. Well, Noelle's dead and she's one tap.
I mustn't underestimate you.
Steady as stone.
Okay, that is really annoying. Okay, so Ganyu's dead.
Armed and ready.
I must have been lucky.
The only problem is that Noelle can just keep defending herself. None of my characters can do more than 2 damage right now. Actually, if I swapped to Amber, she could do more than 2 damage. Because that bow in my hand right now.
Drop your weapons.
Leave it all to me.
That is super annoying.
Leave it to me.
And she ended the round. Great. Which means she's probably gonna spam breastplate again and get more and more fucking shields. And I'm gonna lose my chance to really do anything here. Oh lord, this is gonna suck. No, she's dead. Cool.
But they still need me.
I guess she just didn't have enough Geodice. That or her AI started throwing. What did you think of Furina Story Quest? Very good. Furina's probably
Seems
like
my
my
skills are
favorite,
lacking.
one of my favorite characters. It was very nice. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're playing Genius Invocation TCG. All right, let's get Guhua Geek in here. I want to kick his fucking ass.
Very well. I was just reading about this game. It seems straightforward enough.
Okay, none of them are particularly annoying to me. I don't know. Let's get rid of these. I don't need them. Amos's bow. Jesus Christ. This is a very lucky day for me.
Contract.
Well, we haven't seen the dice yet. Okay. Oh no, this is good. This is salvageable. Oh my god, I don't even have to. Oh my god. Yes. This is peak right now. Okay, get rid of that. Don't really need that. Get a nice hard hit in. Right off the bat.
Gooba, get them!
Okay, that's gonna be annoying. I feel like the main problem here is elemental reactions. And food. Guhua Geek's getting healed for like a good chunk of what I took from him. Now, I like Geniusification TCG. I haven't touched it in a few months, though. I'm trying to get back into it. Get, like, all the duels done. Because I'm trying not to touch Natlin until it gets fully voiced. Okay, let's do this. Eat a bit. Get rid of that. And then go for another big hit. The only problem is that, again, we're only making one move during this round again. But if we just keep the pressure on him, it won't matter as much. They used... Okay, they pretty much used everything they have here. Yeah, they're just switching characters at this point. And if I get a good roll, Chong Yun's not going to be able to do anything next round. And then and by that point, everyone's gonna have cryo reaction. So that means Chevris can just finish them off after Ganyu takes a fall. Don't need this. Get fucked.
After all that... Hey, that's a little too far.
Kill yourself.
No, my son! My contract goes...
Bro thinks he's so cool.
Have you thought of a countermeasure yet?
Yeah, I have. I have thought of a countermeasure yet, bro. I'm gonna fucking jump you.
Drop your weapons! I have taught you everything I know.
Bro thought he was so cool. Bro thought really hard on that line.
Huh? But I went by the book.
Have you thought of a countermeasure yet? Like, bro got cocky. Bro got so cocky, bro. He was not ready for the smoke. Okay. Let's get Kaching in here. What's your lineup looking like? Oh no. This is Ganyu on Ganyu violence.
Relaxing after work is actually pretty nice.
If they use their Ganyu the way I use my Ganyu, we are so fucked. Holy shit. The funny thing, Chad, is that Ganyu is not really all that high up on the tier list when people make Genius Invocation tier lists, and honestly, I can see why. Orders? But once you could put Amos's bow on her, she goes crazy. But it's all about getting the bow. If you don't get the bow, you're kind of fucked. And right here, I'm getting a pretty bad roll. But thankfully I have some garbage to get rid of, so I can still get a decent hit in. The drafting cards? You mean like the first hand or something? Okay, yeah, just keep using cards, dude. Keep using cards. It's gonna really help you. Yep. You did honestly what I'm not really good for advice on that front. I'm gonna be completely real. I have a bunch of garbage cards that I use to just fill up my shit. Okay, if I can use something and hit now. I can hit now for no reason other than to build up my stacks. And also go second. Or I can do this and cut my losses and end round here. So I can go first. And also render everything they just did moot. Because I immediately am getting healed up again. It's like they did nothing. Amos's bow. Holy shit. Okay, we're balling right now. We just gotta get a good roll. We just gotta get a good roll. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, we're doing this. Paimon? No, we're not gonna lose Paimon yet. She's our trump card. No relation to the president. Yep, keep using your cards, dude. Keep using your cards. It's gonna really help you.
Don't blink.
Nice, you actually did something. Amazing. I'm sure you feel real good about yourself catching. Go ahead, swap characters. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, do a reaction or something. Come on, do it. Normal attack. You're worthless. No one. Oh. Okay, that's a little annoying. But you wanna know something? I still got the upper hand. Okay, it's kind of an asshole move. That's kind of an asshole move, Zhengling. Okay, can we get a good roll, please? Wow, that's ass. That's actual ass. This is unsalvageable. At the very least, we're getting our ult in.
Speed of light.
I'm sorry, who gave you the right to fucking go 2 times? Alright, Ketching's dead. I'm tired of her shit.
I will not. As I anticipated.
Nice. I have this feeling Ganyu is going to die here, and that's something yeah, she's dead. Alright, Chevrolet is going to have to carry. Shut the fuck up, Ketching. Chevrolet is gonna have to clean house here. I hate you. I hate you, Zhengling. I hate you. Your pizza is fucking garbage. Okay, we're not getting any pyro dice. Okay, there we go.
Drop your weapons.
I should have put this on. No matter. I'll put it on now. Alright. We can end this next turn if we just live. If we just live, we can end this now. And as long as she doesn't swap back to Ganyu. Okay, that complicates things excessively. Okay, that really complicates things. That's really annoying. You're a bitch. Okay, that's fine. We got our own little healing item here. We got 2 turns to figure this out. We can kill Zhengling, like, round 1. Like, turn 1. But then that still leaves Ganyu, who can pull some really crafty shit. I'll show you some funny tricks.
Justice will prevail!
Water!
A slight miscalculation.
No touching!
That hurts. Oh, she's dead. God damn, I'm sweeping these fucking guys, bruh. I'm sweeping. I've been gone for so long and I'm sweeping right now.
Congratulations. You win.
I was gonna say something really mean to you, but that was really kind of you, thank you. Okay. We keep going. Keep moving. Who's next? Ningguang. Let's get Lady Ningguang in here. I almost said Nady Lingguang. I would like to go for a round with you, Ningguang, but I don't think that's the kind of round you're thinking of. Occasion support cards. Okay, what does she got? Oh god, Ganyu again. That's terrifying. Love the animated cards. I like them too. They're very nice.
You wish to play against me? I accept.
Cool. Okay, we're probably fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we stand a chance against Lady Ningguang. Yeah, we didn't get Amos's bow. I think we're cooked.
As per our contract.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm gonna be petty. No good cards and no good dice. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
What are my orders?
Okay, this is bad. This is bad dice. It would be good if I was leading up with a pyro character, but I'm not. We're gonna have to dump, like, that. And I'm gonna say that. Amber's kind of just sitting in the sidelines right now. I haven't used her at all in these fights. She's just kind of there as a backup. Severus is kind of like my new best friend right now.
Give up.
Which honestly makes me feel like I should probably consider swapping out Amber at some point for someone that's not Pyro, but I don't know. I don't know who. It'd be good to have some variety in the case that I need it. How'd you get those animated TCG cards? You buy them in the store in the TCG store from the Funny Cat with the coins you get for playing Genius Invocation TCG. They're like 1,000 each, I think. 1,000 coins each. Okay. Yep. No prob. Okay, Ganyu's still kicking ass and taking names right now. They're gonna get one attack in. They better make it count. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my losses here. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna end round so they don't get to go first. Then I can build up another charge attack. The less they get to go first, the better. It means I prolong Ganyu's lifespan. And I prolonged it more by letting her get healed here. I think she has like 2 more rounds in her, which means she's definitely getting that ult off, if I even need it at that point. Okay, I'm gonna need to dump some of these cards. This shit's so ass. Alright, Ketching's dead. That just leaves Ganyu and Ningguang.
An impressive play.
Wait, they're playing Ganyu right now, which means I can really do a number on her right now. Then I can use the ult next turn to finish her off. It doesn't look like she really was planning on using Ganyu this round. Next round I end this. Yeah, she's just using normal attacks. They have no idea. They did not plan for this at all. They put too much into one basket. Ningguang's folding really easily right now. I just need 3. I'm gonna confirm. Nice.
All hail.
What if you versus Ganyu? I actually already beat her. That's how I got her card.
My contract goes unfulfilled.
That's basically how you get people's cards after the tutorial. You have to beat them.
Unfortunate. But most entertaining.
I'm going in region order currently. I only went for Chevreuse as like an additional because I really like Erica Lindbeck. So she's kind of my second in command right now. Okay, Beidou. Beidou's the next leeway character on the list here. Okay. Okay. Did Ningguang even get to do anything that round? I don't even know what she's capable of. Okay. I feel like she's probably able to shield, but I don't know how effectively.
You wanna play? Sure. How about we make things interesting and put some more on the table?
I want you to put me on the table, Beidou. Use me as you see fit. Typo. Kek W? Perhaps. God, these cards suck.
As per our contract.
Not optimal. Oh, I don't watch Twitch. That makes sense. Okay, it's not really optimal, but I can give her this mediocre bow. This helps a little bit. Okay, and if they decide to hit me instead of fucking around with their cards, I can heal the damage a little bit. They're not gonna hit me, are they? And round. Oh, they got a shield. That's cringe. Oh, they did hit me. Took them long enough. Why not the other bow? Because that's better for normal attacks. I don't use normal... So that's basically what I use for Amber whenever I decide I want to use her. Oh, there's Amos's bow right now. I guess I kinda fucked up here, didn't I? Amber's kinda like... She's there. She's like Ganyu, but lesser, I think. I could go for Amos's right now. But would it really be worth it right now? I'm already a round in. Beidou's gonna die and you can't unequip. You can, but again, I have to waste more dice doing it, which is something I'm not sure if I want to do. Especially when I don't know if Ganyu is gonna live past this round. Hold on, let me do some math. So 3, then I need 5. Oh yeah, I'd be pushing it to the limit here, and I would have to have faith that they don't kill Ganyu in this turn, if I want to really make use of this. Do I want to put it all on Ganyu? That is a really tough call. I think honestly what I might get more mileage out of her getting her ult out at the very least. So let's try to let's not waste our things. As much as I'd like to rely on Amos's bow right now, I think that's not what I need to do. Okay, she's putting all her dice on that. Crystallize. Okay, I think Ganyu is gonna live. Yeah, she's gonna live. I'm gonna ult, and then that'll put everyone in cryo resonance or something. It's that's not really what I'm thinking about. No, let's put it all on the biscuit. Let's put it all on the biscuit here. Because there is Ganyu can just not die here. I don't think Changyun's really got anything going for him right now. Okay, he just got a lot of dice.
One with my blade.
Okay, no, Ganyu's dead. Fuck. Okay.
Armed and ready.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I call smooth sailing.
Okay. Yeah, this is what I call smooth sailing, bitch.
The scourge of evil. Huh? Oh, what kind of move was that?
Okay, there's nothing I can do here. Chevrolet is kind of at the mercy of how things go right now. Did she get a free hit? Oh no. Okay, well, what's happening right now? Ow, that hurts. I'm a little worried here. I can kill Beidou here, and then kill Ningguang next round. Yeah, they had the shield up. Let's put a little bit more health on Chevrolet's bones right here, just to make sure she doesn't die to the next hit.
Alright, all hands on deck.
What can Ningguang do right now?
Let's end
What is this? What is this? What is this? Holy shit, I'm so glad I healed her. Oh my god.
The victor has been decided.
I made a good call. I made a really good call there. Yeah, no kidding.
The wind shifted. There was nothing I could do.
Yeah. There's nothing you could do, Beidou. Okay. Shenhe. Shenhe's the next Leeway character. I'm gonna go ahead and guess Ganyu's on here. Yeah, and Coke. I have no idea personally. I've only used 3. Actually, I've used 4. So I can't really give a definitive answer, and I'm extremely biased for Ganyu, even though she's B tier apparently. Oh boy. This is gonna suck.
My proficiency in games of the mortal world is limited, but since you're the one who invited me...
Yeah, my knowledge of the game is limited based past the basics, yeah. I don't really adjust my deck too much. It's a fatal flaw. I'm just kind of dependent on this whole thing I have going on, I guess. I just have to have a really good start. That's basically my, like, a 3 or more is decent for me. Though this does mean I have to dump every card I have, which is not great. Basically, as long as I have a strong start, I have a very good chance. But everything kind of hinges on the first turn.
Obey!
My team basically has the bare minimum of synergy. Oh god, Ganyu. What are they prepping? Oh god, if I don't get 3 dice here, at the very least, this is going to be bad. Okay, we can live with this. But I'd like more. I'd like to stockpile my cards if I could help it. We can kill Ganyu here. No, we can't. We can't kill Ganyu. But I'm gonna damn well try to do some damage. There is absolutely no conceivable way that Ganyu lives this turn.
Hold the line.
There is no way. There is genuinely no way Ganyu lives through this turn. She lived through this turn. And not just that, I'm gonna be able to use her ult.
For Rex Lapis.
That's gonna go crazy right now.
Huh?
I can basically finish off everyone with Chevris right now. Bad move.
My curse!
What should I do about
She's
this?
soft locked pretty much. There's nothing she can do. No. I could play this. Ganyu's living another turn. Which is good, because her normal attack... No, I didn't even need a normal attack right now. My ult pretty much sealed the deal on that. God damn, we're getting more done on Geniusification today than I really expected. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter how this roll goes, really. We just need a normal. Wait, no, wait, they get to go first? Yeah, I'm gonna allow you to die. Get fucked, cock.
New strategy needed.
I tried, but it seems like I'll never learn how to play.
That's so sad, Shenhe. I just realized all I have to do in these, like, serious showdowns is, like, win. One day I'll go through all that. Damn, we have 3 invitations left. We started with 10. That means we did 7 fights so far. That is ridiculous. I guess Child's next, isn't he? I hate that guy. Who else is left here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9. There's 9 leeway characters left. Who tell? Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting to her. We're gonna beat up a child. Who does he have? The Fatui? Okay. Okay. We got the Fatui. That makes sense.
Sure. Let's both go all out.
I'm gonna kill you. Bite you. No. I wanna kill you. Okay, not a great start. Not a great set of cards here. We don't have the Amos's bow.
As per our contract.
Okay. Well, I can't justify quitting because we got 3 dice. Ugh. But this is going to be a rough start.
You're mine.
What was that?
Leaving so soon?
Okay, this guy's an asshole. Ow! I don't like this guy. I don't like these dice. Jesus Christ, they're fucking me right now. I can't ult. I mean, I can't do shit right now. All I can do are normal attacks. I think we're cooked. I don't see this working out.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Must press on.
This isn't good.
All right, it's no fun if you're almost falling asleep.
We got cucked. Okay, this guy and his fucking AoE attacks are fucking annoying. I want to have him assassinated, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. The only problem is that his characters at the moment are in a much better state than mine. Oh, now you want to give me cryo dice. Wow. Right when everyone's dead. We can kill him now, but we still have these two, and they're basically unblemished.
You got me.
And they don't even have cryo affliction right now, so this isn't really good. And we're frozen, we can't even do anything. All we can do is swap characters.
Leave it to me.
This might be where we take our L. We're taking an L. This is such an L, dude. I can't. I can barely watch.
Your weakness is
Yeah,
exposed.
yeah, mm-hmm.
An eye for an eye.
You got me.
Yeah, that was doomed from the start. We'll give it one more try. One more try. I'm fine with ending on a loss after 7 victories, I think. Wow. Okay.
What are my orders?
Wow, this is spectacular.
Tidal wave.
Okay. Jesus, I hate this guy. I gotta hope for a really good roll here. And the hope that I don't somehow die in the first turn. Oh, I should have used... Oh, I should have used that. That sucks. No. None of that matters anymore. We're getting the ult off.
Blaze over.
Leaving so soon?
Armed and ready.
It's no fun if you're almost falling asleep.
Alright. That hurts. But it's fine. The Fatui agent's gonna die round 1. So he can't do his ult.
Drop your weapons!
What you owe.
You got me. Your weakness is exposed. You can run, but you can't hide.
That's really annoying. Wow.
This is getting tricky.
And I'm fucked.
The Orc of Justice.
Just barely fucked. Because that dude had that card on his hand. That fucking stupid card where he gets energy if someone dies. This fucking thing. If he uses that on the exact turn someone dies, he gets a fucking star. And he gets to fucking do his ult. That's how I lost. This one fucking card. I hate that. That is so annoying. This fucking asshole. I hate him. Why did I even keep this fucking card? No. I don't want it. Concede. I don't want that fucking garbage. Get that shit out of here. Wow, this is trash. This is trash. Wow. Amazing.
What are my orders?
These dice are trash. If I don't get 3 here, I'm conceding again. There's nothing good about this first turn. We got 4. We got 5. I gotta roll with it. I hate this guy. I really hate this guy. Wow, he's switching to the Pyro Agent immediately.
Leaving so soon?
Alright, if I can get 8 dice here, I can do another AoE and then do my ult. Oh, fuck your shield, dude. God damn it, I could have used this. At least this time I'm probably going to have the opportunity to do it. Next turn.
For Rex Lapis!
As long as he doesn't do 5 damage on me in his first turn, we'll be okay. Amos's bow. Too little, too late. As long as he doesn't do 5 damage on me, we'll be okay.
You got me.
Really? You know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. It genuinely just does not matter because this. I'm just doing this. There's nothing. There's nothing this guy can do now.
This is getting tricky.
He can kill Ganyu, but he's still gonna lose.
You're mine.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Must press on.
It's no fun if you're almost falling asleep.
There's nothing this guy can possibly do with 4 dice to kill Chevris, who is at max health. Okay, he was pretty damn close there. Jesus Christ. What the hell? This dude's on crack. Okay, that doesn't matter. It's an end of turn frozen. It doesn't really stop me. But it does hurt. This dude's on crack.
How? I had only just... Yeah. I got careless is all.
I hate you. Alright, chap. That's the end of our genius invocationing, I would say. Let's read some Garfield and call it a day. As the master of the house, I get to tell you what to do. Fair enough. And as the cat of the house, I get to ignore you. Salad? What am I, a rabbit? Alright, you caught me. Now what? I don't remember. We could sing a song. I don't even want to know. Fido, here's your final pet quiz question. How much is 1 plus 1? Woof, woof, woof. Dogs. Hello, Susan. Would you like to go to a movie? Well then, how's about just getting married? I hope you won't scream like that in front of the kids. He's scaring me. It's Wonder Dog flying through the air, searching out evil where hard to do from the windshield of a 747. Turn the wipers on, Doug. Okay, I'll bite. So why do you want to go to the North Pole, Garfield? Birds? And tuxedos. You can't fly. I'll make the reservations. Ha! Huh. I'll bet my day was more boring than yours. Sure, you had to spend it with you. You know what words I live by? I give up. Well, am I right? You know, Garfield? I believe you stopped shedding. Yo, John, over here. Ha ha ha, stop it, you're killing me. Ha ha ha, that's a good one. Are you ready to hear my joke? Hang on. Ha ha ha. Do you think it's warm enough for these shorts? Let me put this as delicately as I can, John. If we were on the surface of the sun, it wouldn't be warm enough for those shorts. Okay, how about the Saturday after that? 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 Yes? Earth to John. God damn it. Rawr. Dumb dog. I'm in a bad mood, and the world will have to suffer the consequences. I think the world is hiding. Alright, chat, that's the end of the stream. Tomorrow we're playing GTA San Andreas. We're in the desert. We're about halfway done with the game. Have a good night, chat, and hopefully I'm in a better mood consistently tomorrow. Be on the flip side, chat. Oh, what's on the mail, actually? Oh wow, 300 Prima gems. So another 300 Prima gems. I really need to do the Lantern Rite event. I'll do that on my own time. Have a good night, chat.